Hey, what's going on? Keith from Trigger Happy. So I'm going to talk a little bit about holsters and a new one that I've been trying. So if you have a concealed carry firearm, you've got to have a quality holster. And I know so many people that go out and spend $400, $600, $700 on a nice quality concealed carry gun, and then they never carry it. And the biggest reason is it's not comfortable to carry, and that's because they've poorly chosen a holster. So number one rule is get something that is comfortable, that you will carry it every day, because what's the point of having a concealed carry firearm if you never have it with you? So you can see I've got an assortment of stuff laying here, and I have been through tons and tons of holsters for all kinds of different firearms. So I just grabbed it looks like 4 here out of the drawer. And you can see I was kind of into a leather back thing for a long time. And there's nothing wrong with leather backed holsters, but after going to something else, I can see that there are some issues that I really didn't know about or think about until I tried something different. So one thing about leather backed is, yes, they're comfortable because you've got this nice, soft, usually leather backing here, and they're adjustable in many ways. But problems with leather, and particularly these type, is the leather wears in and things start to loosen up. Now on this Galco, there is no way to, adjust anything. Once that leather is worked in and the kydex and everything it's become loose, it's over. These rivets are not adjustable. Now on this particular holster, there is a point of adjustment here. But for my Springfield XDS, which is clear, by the way, and I checked it earlier, you can see here how much it's loosened up. I had tightened this a few days ago, and just a simple, I didn't even shake it, it's already loosened up so much that the handgun dropped free completely. The other thing you find is these points here, these loops can pivot on those points, so you constantly have a lot of movement on this particular style of holster, and you don't really realize it until you try something else. But the looseness and the movement and the bulk, these are huge. Something I really kind of wanted to get away from. So found this little guy, Harry's Holsters, and it's definitely a minimalist approach to a concealed carry holster. It's an inside the waistband style, made of kydex, very small. I mean, you're looking at the entire thing. We'll get into some features of it here in a minute, but extremely lightweight. And the kydex is a really nice, has a nice feel to it. Here's a really popular brand here that I won't mention. Maybe you can read the logo there. But the kydex is rough. It's kind of sharp in some places, and it looks kind of cheesy. I mean, you can see the mold there. It's just not as good. The mold is really nice on this, and it locks up so well. Same handgun, and you won't get any of that. I mean, nothing. It is such a tight lockup, which is great. Because it's kydex, it may slightly loosen up, but I think, it can definitely be tightened down here. And, but I've seen no loosening of this at all. At all. So, really nice. Locks up, great. Has a nice, positive feel to it. I like that. As far as the way it attaches to your belt, he has multiple options here that you can purchase. This is just a, basically a polymer piece. You can see, and I really like it. Accommodates a pretty wide belt, and you can move it around. There's different points here you can see inside that are drilled out, so you can change the cant and the angle if you want. And again, there's other attachment options, but I really preferred this one. And it just holds on my belt so well. You don't have any of that, kind of lateral movement, because there's these pivot. There's nothing to pivot here. It's very secure. I guess my only issue with this particular holster is because I'm a little heavy set, you've got some you know, where the gun is exposed here, you know, and a leather back would cover the entire thing up, you know, my little belly that I need to get rid of kind of, you know, wears on this rear sight a little bit. Now, if I wore a t-shirt and tucked it in and then put the holster on, I noticed that was pretty well eliminated. So if you don't mind wearing a t-shirt under your everyday shirt, which a lot of people do all the time anyway, kind of eliminates that problem. But so minimalist, easy to draw. I mean, super easy to draw and lock back up. I really like this. Comes in multiple colors. He's got multiple firearm options you can choose from, including, I believe, a CZ P07 duty, which is awesome. Thumbs up for that. You don't find those very often anywhere. And he shipped it out in like 2 days. So, you know, some of these other brands that you buy, again, going back to this guy, I waited like 2 months for this thing, which is ridiculous. You know, I suppose if you change some options or some things on this and, you know, maybe want a really weird color or something, it might take a little longer, but gosh, 2 days to get this thing and you know, shipped to me, and had it in like a week and a half. You know, you can't ask for much better than that for a custom made holster. So retailed at about 60 bucks, which I think is well worth it because it's comfortable and it's light and it does what it's supposed to do, and I'm not going to have any of those issues I've had with the others. So definitely worth checking out. Small business guy, that's really who we need to support in this industry, is these startups and these small guys that are trying to make a go of it. And, you know, give them a shot, because I think there's some really innovative products out there that are worth checking out. So there'll be a link below and also in the video itself to check out his website and see what they can do for you at Harry's, because I think it's worth your time. So this is Keith again from Trigger Happy. We'll see you next time. Thanks.